wonderful quote. What does it say? The limits of my language are the limits of my world. This goes especially with you people, especially with bank exams, competitive exams, wherever you have English language. The limits of my language are the limits of my success. You have to change that way. So we'll see the paper. Analysis of Model Test 29. It starts with the passage, 10 questions. In my opinion, the passage is very difficult. One of the reasons, it deals with recession, it deals with leadership, it deals with ethics, and it deals with explicit knowledge and implicit knowledge. All these are, in my opinion, they don't go with your age group. They don't go with youngsters, especially those who are not exposed to the corporate world. An employee or a person who works for a corporate company understands something like this, but youngsters, to some extent, difficult. In spite of that, in my opinion, you should be able to get 5 or 6, should not be a problem. And pillars, the pillars are very easy today. You should get all the 5 right. Errors also very easy. You should get all the 5 right. Parajumble, again, very difficult. This Parajumble, if you get it right, it will be a surprise for me. One of the reasons, you tend to start with a particular sentence, but that is not the first sentence. So if you get the first one right, you'll get all the 6 correct order. If you go wrong with the first one, then very difficult to get the correct order. So in my opinion, Parajumble is difficult. And what is the last one? Close is rather easy. And it is a very useful close. That's why you can see I have given important. After the session, I will show you how it is important and what follow-up action you have to take. So shall we start this particular paper? What is a good score? If you get between 15 and 20, that is good score. And if you get 20 plus, highly appreciable. Okay. Now, shall we start the session? Before I read out the first question, I would like to tell the passage in a nutshell. He starts with the recession, and he starts with a negative statement. He says that we could not stop the recession in spite of knowledge, in spite of some leaders. With whatever knowledge we had, we could not stop. And he says knowledge is of no use when it comes to a situation like this. On a negative note, he starts. Then he moves on to leadership qualities. Then he talks about what is being taught at the university level. Then he talks about ethics or values. Then he talks about what theory says and in reality what happens, especially the leaders and the employees. Employees, they behave in a different way when they are under stress, and theory talks about something else. Then he talks about how leaders look at knowledge and which knowledge is important, which knowledge they consider to be important, and what is required, what is not required. So in brief, this is, in a nutshell, this is a broad framework. With this, we'll see the first question. Which of the following best explains the phrase, cover your tracks, as used in the passage? This is a very easy question. First, we'll see the context. What is the context here? I've taken a few sentences before. What is in it for me? Missing are those that would make them think what is good, right, and just for everyone. The purpose of business, executives still believe is business, and greed is good so long as you can cover your tracks. The last one is important here. Please underline. Greed is good so long as you can cover your tracks. What is the meaning of the word greed? Please write the meaning. Greed means what? Excess desire. Please write. Excess desire. So what is the meaning of the word greed? Excess desire. You could also write the word, please write this word also, intent. Intent, desire. You don't have to repeat the word desire. When you use that symbol, it means that. Intent, desire. So greed is good so long as you can cover your tracks. So what do you understand from this? So long as you can cover your negative aspects or past activities or something you did, something that is not right. That is easy to understand. Now we'll see the options. What does the first option say? Cover your identity. Does it talk about your identity? No. Conceal evidence. Please underline the word conceal. What is the meaning of that word? Please write the meaning. Conceal means what? Hide. Conceal means what? Hide. Conceal evidence of one's actions. This is right or wrong? Make way for future. Has it got anything to do with future? No. Please mark the first one wrong, the third one wrong. Hold the second one. Reveal hidden facts. Please underline the word reveal. I think you have got this word already. Reveal means what? Please write the word reveal. Disclose. What does it mean? Disclose or to make something public. Disclose or make something public. Reveal means to make something public or disclose. So reveal hidden facts, is it right? No, other than those given as options. But it is quite obvious, can cover your tracks means what? Conceal evidence of one's actions. So what is the answer here? The second option is the answer. Question number 2. Which of the following is most nearly the opposite in meaning? And what is the word? Torturous. First you write the word torture. Torture means what? Torture, which part of speech is it? Torture could be a noun, could be a verb. Please write. As a verb, it is a noun, torture. I can't bear the torture. Here it is a noun. Torture, it's a regular verb. Tortured, tortured. So please write in brackets, a regular verb. Always write which type of verb. That helps you in the long run. Torturous, which form is that? Which part of speech is it? Torturous treatment. Adjective. So please write adjective. Now you know the meaning. He wants the opposite word. Is it easy? Hold that one. Distressing. What does it mean? Something that causes, that worries you, that makes you suffer. And yesterday you got one word. Which one is that? Do you remember? Some students remember. What is that? Harrowing. Please write that word. Always write. It doesn't matter. You may get twice, thrice. If you write many a time, you will be able to remember. Very simple. Harrowing, distressing, acute distress, plenty, treacherous. Please underline the word treacherous. That's an important word. Please put a star mark. Treacherous means what? Act of betrayal or act of deceit. Act of betrayal or act of deceit. Deceit, you all know the meaning. Faithful. Does the word faithful go with this context? No. So what is the answer here? Easy, the first option. Please underline the first option is the answer. It is not the exact one, but based on the options you have to select. Always remember that. Shall I move on to question number 3? Question number 3 is what? Which of the following is most nearly the opposite? And what is the word? Myriad. First you should know the meaning of that. We'll see the context. For leaders to answer these myriad questions, knowledge is more critical than ever before. So myriad questions. First, which part of speech is it? Adjective. Then what do you understand? Many questions. Very simple. Myriad questions means what? Many questions. Please write the word. Write the part of speech also. What part of speech is it? Adjective. And write the meaning, many. Hope I am not going very fast. You are able to write. Now we'll see the words. What is the first one? Options. Diplomatic. Diplomatic means what? What is the opposite of diplomatic? Something like, one of the meanings, frank. Please write the word frank. When we talk about Americans, we talk about Britishers. Americans, we use the word frank, and also we use the word, please write one more word. Write the word candid. Candid means what? Frank. Generally, Americans are very frank, they are candid. But Britishers, they are diplomatic. To give an example to make you understand, imagine a person wants to say, you are not good. So if he or she says, you are not good, is that frank or not? Very frank. On the page, I say, you are not good. Americans say that, you are not good. They are very frank. A Britisher says, I don't think you are good. No, I don't think you are good. Your focus goes to, you are good. It sounds positive. But what is the meaning of that? Negative. So that is what we call being diplomatic. Diplomacy is nothing but saying something in a neutral manner, but the idea is conveyed in a sophisticated manner. So is it relevant in this context? Does it go with myriad? No. Varied. Varied means what? Different. Effortless. Does it go with myriad? No. Myth. Please write the word myth. Fable, tale, T-A-L-E, folklore. Something like, you could also write the word, please write the word legend. A story that is a bit difficult to believe. You all know fables, stories. So myth means that. But here I want you to write one more word. Please write the related word, mythology. Not mythology. Please remember, Indians mispronounce this word. It is not mythology, it is mythology. It comes from the word myth. So mythology also related to, it is nothing but fables. Does it go with this context? Are you guys listening? So does it go with this context? No. Now what is the fifth option? What are you left with? So many, what is opposite? I will ask one more question. Is it few or a few? What is the difference between these two? Few means what? Positive or negative? Few means almost nothing. A few means at least some. So which one is a better option? Opposite of many. A few or few? They should have given a few. Please write and tick this one, not few. Many opposite is not nothing. Many opposite is what? A few. There are many students, there are a few students. We don't say there are many students, there are no students. They are not contrasting ideas. So please write a few and tick that one. Is that an easy one or a difficult one? I'm asking about the question. Easy question, right? Are you guys listening? Why no response? Now question number 4, similar meaning. What is the word given? I think you got this word yesterday or, so I would like to give one more expression. Please write, what did you get yesterday? Stick to. Adhere means what? Stick to. Please write one more expression, stick fast to. And also write, hold fast to. And write the word, I want you to write the word, cling. What is the word? So stick to, you got yesterday. Stick fast to, hold fast to, cling. They all mean the same. Are you writing immediately? Okay. Is it confirm? No. Is it maintain? No. Is it let go? Please write let go. That's an important expression. Especially usage, you have to know how to use it. First you write the meaning. Let go means to stop thinking of something. Also, please write to stop thinking of the past. Past that is not pleasant, unpleasant. To stop thinking of something. Please write one example, only then you understand how to use that. I told her, please write the sentence. I told her to let go the past. To let go the past. You should not say let the past go, that is not right. That is the reason why I am giving the example. Let go the past. Okay. Careful with the position of the word. Now, let go, is it the right one? Understand? No. What is the last word here? Bond. Bond, usually we think of James Bond. The moment we get the word bond, what do you think of? James Bond. But here what does it mean? Something like stick to, or to implement, or to follow, implement. Adhere to means what? Stick to. In a way, bond also means the same. Bond has many meanings. As a verb, stick to. And as a noun, you know the word bond, that's a different thing. Legal document. Shall I move on to the next one? Now, question number 5, I think there is a problem with the key. The author in the given passage is highly disappointed with B schools as they, this is an easy one, not this one, are not able to retain good educators. Is that the reason? No. Please respond. As such, in the afternoon, we feel a little sleepy. Now, you don't respond, the whole session goes down. Teach subjects which do not make students easily employable. No. It is true, but not on the basis of the passage. Fail to teach the importance of values and ethics. The entire passage is about values and ethics. So what is the answer here? The third option. Charge a hefty fee. Please underline the word hefty. Hefty means what? A lot, high, huge, huge amount, hefty fee. But do not deliver the equivalent quality. So answer is the third option. Question number 6, I think this one. According to the author, please underline the key word. If you don't focus on this word, then you don't get the right answer. The reasons, or the reason, there exists a gap between ethical theories and practices in organizations is. This is a tricky question. Employees tend to blame others under stressful situations. Is it right or wrong? It has been mentioned in the passage. That is beyond any doubt. But based on the question, is it relevant to the question? One of the reasons, the theory says something and reality is something else. The writer wants, the question wants you to give the reasons. Is it a reason or not? Imagine the employees are well trained in ethics. They have the values, they have the ethics. Will they blame someone under stressful situation? That means it is valid. Valid or not valid? Please take the first one. One of the reasons, what? Lack of ethics or values. There is a mismatch between what top management envisages. Please underline the word envisages. Envisage means what? Please write the meaning. It has many meanings, but in this context, one is predict, but a better word, foresee. Foresee the future. Foretell, foresee, predict. It goes with future. Envisage. Think that something will happen in future. So there is a mismatch between what top management envisages and what employees actually do. This is absolutely right. Take this one. Leaders blindly follow theories as they are considered sacrosanct. Sacrosanct means what? Please write the meaning of the word. It means something that is considered sacred. Considered what? Sacred. Sacred means what? Holy. Holy, what is the spelling? H-O-L-I or H-O-L-Y? But usually youngsters, when we say holy, they think of the other word, not this one. So, sacred or holy. What is the answer based on this? What are the options? Only A, only B, only C, both B and C, both A and B. Now here, somewhere he talks about the third one. Third one is right. What is the third one? If you go to the fag end of the passage, he talks about leaders following blindly theories, especially explicit theories, not implicit theories. Clearly talks about that. And he uses the word tacit, if you remember. In the passage, there's one word, and there's a question about that. Now, B is right, C is right. I said A is also right. Then where is the option? There is no option. Please make a note. There is a mismatch between what top management envisages and what employees actually do. That is also right. Please make a note. The answer is all the three A, B, C. Who has thought of that? Please raise your hands. Irrespective of the key, has anyone thought A, B, C, all the three are right? No one. It doesn't matter. Shall I move on to the next question? What is the question number? 7. Which of the following is true in the context of the passage? There exists a mismatch between the speed at which changes are taking place and the pace at which, please underline the word pace. Pace also means speed. Both are synonyms. Underline the word speed, underline the word pace. Pace at which CEOs are preparing the organizations for the same. If you take the second sentence, please take the hard copy, go to the third paragraph, second sentence. Third paragraph, second sentence. Just read, see what it says. Many find it difficult to reinvent the corporations rapidly enough. Rapidly enough means what? Please underline the word rapidly enough. Means what? Fast enough. To cope with new technologies, demographic shifts, and consumption trends. So that sentence and this option, do they match or not? They match. So what does it mean? What is the answer here? The first option is the answer. But the key says which option? The fourth option, I guess. Fifth option. All the given statements are true. How many of you have chosen the fifth option? Look at the fourth option. Please read the fourth option. Uncertainty is the only factor. Please underline only factor. Now go to the third paragraph, first sentence. What does it say? It is not uncertainty alone that has paralyzed CEOs. That means what? It is the only factor or it is not? It is one of the factors. One of the factors. Based on this, is this right or wrong? The fourth one. Wrong. Then can you go for the fifth option? So answer is what? The first option is the answer. The first option, what is it? There is a mismatch. They are not able to change according to the changing times. That's what the passage says. So answer is the first option. This is again a little tricky. Question number 8. The author in the given passage focuses on how values and ethics can transform an individual. Please hold this one. Preparing frontline staff to take on bigger challenges. But that is not the one. Traits of leaders that lead to their downfall. It is not about that also. Please underline the word traits. Write the meaning of that word. Trait means what? Personal or distinct usually a person. What is it? personal or distinct quality of a person. The trait, a peculiar trait, means what? A peculiar quality. Traits of leaders are to lead to their downfall. Please underline the word downfall. What is the meaning of the word downfall? To lose one's status, please write the meaning. Downfall means to lose one's status or power. If some minister loses his portfolio, his position, then what do we say? Downfall of the minister. That is not the right answer. Third option. Wise leadership is a need of the hour. Do you think this, does it sound right or wrong? How many of you have chosen the fourth option? Please raise your hands. A few students. How to lead a knowledge-based organization. It is not about that. Now you have to decide between 1 and 4. How many of you have chosen the first option? Please raise your hands. The first option talks about what? Ethics and values. The fourth option, how many of you have chosen fourth option? I've seen a few students. That is the right answer. The passage is not about ethics and values. He starts with recession. He talks about business. He talks about leadership. One of the dimensions for values, ethics and values. But if the passage is about ethics and values, and those who have gone for the first option, they may ask me, sir, how can you say it is a fourth option? Imagine, assume the passage is all about ethics and values. He will not talk about business. He will not start with recession. He will not talk about leadership. He will take a different context. He talks from the society's point of view, and overall culture point of view, mankind point of view. Do you understand what I say? But here the context is about the society or about the business. Are you guys listening? Is it about society in general or recession and business and leadership? What is it about? He talks about all these things, and what is the message? What is the message or the purpose of this passage? When you read this passage, you understand there is a problem. There are no good leaders, and we could not stop recession. That means what? We need good leaders. That is a need of the hour. Very simple. So I appreciate those students who have chosen the fourth option. That is the right answer. No second thoughts about it. And I said the other day, if you want to interact with me, if you want to ask questions, we are ready. We can provide you with a mic. Because some student over there, he may think, no, I'm not convinced. But he cannot shoot a question from that corner. So if you raise your hand, I will tell the coordinator to give the mic, hand mic. Then you can express your doubt. Your doubt, a lot of students get benefited. Always remember that. So shall I move on? What is the question number? 9th one. Which of the following is most nearly the same in meaning as the word tacit? First you underline the word tacit and write the meaning. The writer has used the word explicit. He could have used implicit, but he wanted to sound a little snobbish, or he wanted to show his language skills. He used the word tacit. Both mean the same. Implicit, implied, tacit, all mean the same. Now once you know the meaning, he wants opposite or similar meaning? Same meaning, tacit. Placid, write the meaning of the word placid. Placid means, it has two different meanings. First meaning, first you write the synonym, it's an important word. Please write the word. Let me give the meaning first. A person who does not excuse me. A person who does not respond or react immediately. A person who does not respond immediately for positive or negative, whatever it is. Do you understand what I say? So, placid, that is the first meaning. Now write the second meaning. The typical it's not the second meaning, rather the primary meaning. If you take the common man, placid goes with, please write, quiet, quiet. What is the spelling of quiet? Today the class is very quiet. Quiet, calm, tranquil. That is a, please underline the word tranquil. Tranquil. All these go with placid. That is everyday English or the typical meaning. Now he wants a similar one. Tacit, placid, are they related? No. Stated, related? No. Implied, already have got the meaning. Tacit means what? Implied. Please underline the third option, that is the answer. Yesterday you got the word accurate. Accurate means what? Correct or authentic. That is the answer. What is the question number? One more is there related to passage. What is the last one? According to the author, acquiring knowledge does not always guarantee astute leadership. Please underline the word astute. That is also an important word. Please write the meaning of that. Astute means shrewd or sharp. How many of you know the meaning of the word shrewd? Shrewd means what? Behaving in a clever manner in a particular situation. Not general cleverness, based on a particular situation, based on whatever the situation demands. A person responds, then we call that person a shrewd person. And usually it goes with business. Please write the typical combination. Please write shrewd businessman. Shrewd businessman. Shrewd businessman. Now what is the question? According to the author, acquiring knowledge does not always guarantee astute leadership because managers tend to become overconfident and may end up taking miscalculated decisions. Has it been mentioned anywhere? Yes or no? Fail to take into consideration the context before analyzing situations or decisions. This has been mentioned. Fag into the passage. He talks about they don't look at the reality. Based on theory, they try to take decisions. Please tick this one. B is right. Tend to rely only on explicit knowledge as it can be quantified. This also clearly mentioned in the passage. Now, based on that, what is the answer? B and C. Which option says that? Fifth option is the answer. How many of you have got 5 plus this passage? Please raise your hands. Please give them a big hand. In my opinion, this passage doesn't go with people like you. In spite of that, you got 5. That is highly appreciable. Now, shall I move on to the next set of questions? What do they deal with? Fillers, right? The first sentence, in the 1990s, internet euphoria. Please underline the word euphoria. Euphoria means what? It means the state of being extremely happy. And a better word, please write the word ecstatic. Has someone said that? Ecstatic. Also write the word bliss. B-L-I-S-S, bliss. Bliss means extreme happiness. Regarding this word, there is a saying, in this world, two people are very happy. They enjoy this, they experience this bliss, extreme happiness. One, a person who knows a lot or who knows everything. That is very rare. A person who does not know anything. And who are the people who always suffer? They know a little, so they always suffer. But the person who knows a lot, he's always happy, a knowledgeable person, and he knows that the limit is there and he tries to improve his knowledge. A person who doesn't know anything, he has nothing to lose. He is the happiest person. That is the reason why there is a saying in English, please write that one. But don't try to follow that. It's only for the sake of, please write that. I want all of you to write that one. Ignorance, what is a popular saying? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. You don't know anything, you're the happiest person. And there are 4 levels of learning. I would like to spend 2 minutes, then we'll go back to the question. The first state, better you write, especially when it comes to language, this is very important. 4 states of learning, or 4 stages of learning. Please write the first stage. You don't know that you don't know. I want you to write, it is very useful. They teach, if you attend management-related workshops, they teach all these. So first stage, you don't know that you don't know. Hope I'm clear, loud and clear. You don't know that you don't know. If you go to a village person and you ask him, do you know English? He will ask, what is English? Yes or no? Remote village, they may not tribal people. You don't know that you don't know. That is again the ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. They don't know anything, first stage. Write the second stage. You know that you don't know. You know that you don't know. I write carefully, I'm teaching very slowly. You know that you don't know. English, you take English. You know that you're not good at English, right or wrong? You know that you don't know, second stage. Now write the third stage. You know that you know. You know that you know. Hope you are able to follow. You know that you know. Brackets you write, conscious. You are conscious. You know that you know English, at the same time you are conscious. When you use a language, you know what goes into the sentence and whether it is right or wrong, you are conscious. There is a third stage. And the fourth stage goes with professionals, those who are really good at something. Please write the fourth stage. You don't know that you know. You don't know that you know. I hope you understand. You got it? Have you got it? You don't know that you know. Now let us take your Telugu. Do you know Telugu grammar? You all speak right, correct Telugu or wrong Telugu? But do you think of grammar and speak? You don't think. You don't know that you know Telugu grammar. Do you understand? I hope you understand now. That is what it means. So when someone becomes very good at English, he will not become conscious while speaking. He speaks very casually. He will focus more on ideas. He will not focus on the language, grammar part. Then that is the last stage. Those are actually the professionals. Please excuse me. The professionals. When they speak, they don't think of grammar. They don't speak consciously. That is the final stage. Shall we go back to the question? What is the question number? 11. In the 1990s, internet euphoria, whatever the word, a dramatic inflation in prices of firms, creating infrastructure for the web, and when their share prices plummeted, please write the word plummet, not plummet, plummet. Fall sharply, please write the meaning, fall down sharply. What is the word here? Not plummet, plummet. Fall down, please write the word down. Fall down sharply. Fall down sharply. Suddenly, sharply means what? Suddenly. Now, investors suffered. When you read this sentence, does it sound positive or negative? Negative. That means what? Please underline the word. Now you know the meaning, and let us assume you did not know the meaning of the word plummeted. But still the word suffered, it makes you understand you have to take a negative word. Now what are the options? In the 1990s, internet euphoria resulted. After the word resulted, what are you supposed to use? In. Do you see the preposition in? So is it right or wrong? Mark it wrong. Internet euphoria offered a dramatic inflation. Does it go with this context? No. Please mark it wrong. Internet euphoria favorably a dramatic. No, this is also not the right one. Affected a dramatic inflation. Just hold that one. prompted a dramatic inflation. This seems right. Hold that one also. Caused. Of the three, which one sounds better? Caused. Now we'll start with that one, then we'll check other options. So in the 1990s, internet euphoria caused a dramatic inflation in prices of firms, creating infrastructure for the web, and when the share prices plummeted badly. How did the share prices come down? Badly. So does it sound right or wrong? Absolutely right. So what is the answer based on that? The fifth option is the answer. Plummeted hardly, then it becomes a positive meaning. You cannot use it here. Plummeted comparatively, then they don't suffer. So based on this, you cannot consider those two options. Answer is the fifth option. Shall I move on to the next one? Question number 12. This is an easy one. The Prime Minister has suggested that a pre-tsunami plan to increase a country's, whatever it is, on nuclear power should be scrapped. Please underline the word scrap. What part of speech is the word scrap? Typical, how do you use it? Noun or verb? Sell the scrap. There, what is it? First you write noun, then you write verb. As a noun, you all know the meaning. As a verb, what is the meaning? Please write the meaning of that. Scrap means what? To cancel something. Please write the meaning, to cancel something. Now we'll see the sentence. So scrapped and instead greater placed on renewable energy. Now here the sentence seems positive or negative, especially the second blank. The second blank you need to take a positive word that emphasizes something. Now we'll see each one. The Prime Minister has suggested that a pre-tsunami plan to increase a country's attitude, will you use the word attitude with country? Please mark it wrong. Country's dependence on nuclear power. So when it comes to energy or power, we use the word dependence. Hold that one. Country's progress on nuclear power. Is it the right word? Progress? No. Reliance on. This also seems right. Dependence on. Support on. Support is not right. So what does it mean? You have to decide between the second option and the fourth option. What is the second word in each of these pairs? Country's dependence on nuclear power should be scrapped and instead greater fault. No. Absolutely. You are left with the fourth option. How does it go? Country's reliance on. That's it. What is the word? Which part of speech is this? Noun. What is the verb form? Rely. So it comes from that. And what is the second word here? And instead greater emphasis placed on renewable energy. A perfect word. So what is the answer based on that? The fourth option is the answer. How many of you have got this one right? Fine. Now you don't know what the first word, but we'll read the sentence. The success of India's anti-polio campaign, which is also now being adopted in other countries, India has now turned its attention to measles. Underline the word measles, we'll see later why it is important. We'll start with the second blank. Its attention to planning measles. Do we plan measles? Do we plan a disease? No. So please strike off. Attention to coping. Coping measles. Seems right. Cope with. Cope means what? To deal successfully. Just hold that one. Eradicating measles. Generally when it comes to a particular disease, what is the word? Combination word. Eradicate. Eradicate seems right. Hold that one. Vaccinating measles. You vaccinate people, not the diseases. So not right. Focusing. What is the preposition? On. So this is also not right. Now we'll see the sentence how it goes. What is the first word here? With the success of India's anti-polio campaign. This seems right. Which is also now being adopted in other countries. India has now turned its attention to eradicating measles. Perfect. So what is the answer here? The third option is the answer. Now if you take the word measles, I said underline. Tell me what is the reason? One rule should come to your mind. What is that? Whenever we use the word diseases like measles, mumps, and rickets, we have to use what? The definite article the. That is one thing. And we have to use a singular verb. In many exams they have given, please write one sentence. The measles are a deadly disease. First you write the sentence. The measles are a deadly disease. Is it right or wrong? So why is it wrong? The measles are. Are is not correct. The verb has to be singular. So what is the answer? The measles is. But here I want you to remember, you have to remember the definite article the and also the singular verb. Both are important. Now shall I move on to the next question? What is the question number? You have a question? Which option do you want to? Turned its attention to eradicate. Here, that's a very good doubt. Please put a star mark here. All of you, please. I appreciate this student. Her doubt is generally, when we teach, generally we say this is a rule, remember. But quite often I say English has got exceptions, right? Here your focus should not be, you have to stop after attention to. Attention to what? Ask the question. It to doesn't go with eradicating. It goes with attention. Attention to what? Then what do you get? Eradicating something. Do you understand? So here, how you look at the sentence, that depends on how you look at the error. If you focus on attention to eradicating, then you will not accept, because already you have learnt after the preposition to, the verb should be in the basic form. But you should not read that way. Turn its attention to what? Then you ask the question to what? What is answer? Eradicating something. So that's all. A very good doubt. I appreciate you. Shall I move on to the next one? So what is the question number 14? Cameras can be used to help patients with brain injuries recover their memories, or if in cars can help resolve insurance claims and people to drive better. What time did we start? 3:15? Okay. But I can continue. Now we'll see. Cameras can be used to help patients with brain injuries recover their memories, or if stolen in cars. Is it the right word? No. Installed. Yes. Hold that one. I'm not saying it is the answer. Hold that one. Available. Can you say available in cars? No. And photographed in cars? No. Mounted in cars. So you can consider the second option, the fifth option. You have to decide between these two. What is the second word in the second option? If installed in cars and can help resolve insurance claims and encourage people to drive better. This seems acceptable. Hold this one. And what is the next one? Mounted in cars can help resolve insurance claims and conform people. Conform people is not right. So first you underline the word conform and write the meaning of that word. Then we'll see the sentence. Please write, I would like to give one more important word. Please write the word comply. Conform is different, conform is different. Conform means comply with. It takes the preposition with the rules and regulations. What does it mean to follow the rules or to follow the norms? Comply with means what? To follow the rules. Conform means to follow the rules. So that word cannot be used here. Encourage people to drive better. That sounds better. So what is the answer? The second option is the answer. Question number 15. After the financial crisis in 2008, global finance looks less because reforms to the financial industry have made it more resilient. Please underline the word resilient. And America has righted many of the in its economy. So what do you understand from this? Righted, please underline the word righted. Righted means what? Corrected. In this context, what does it mean? Please write. Corrected. You correct something good or bad, something right or wrong. You correct something wrong. So with that, you have to look at the options. Now let us look at, after the financial crisis in 2008, global finance looks less troubled. Perhaps you can just underline. Dangerous, this also you could consider. Overwhelmed. Please write the meaning of the word overwhelmed. Please write the meaning. So what is the meaning of the word overwhelmed? To be influenced to a great extent. To make an impact on someone psychologically to a great extent, then we use the word overwhelmed. Now, does it go with this context? It doesn't go with this context. Just the next one, powerful. Here you have to choose what is the context here. After the financial crisis in 2008, global finance looks less. Can you say powerful? No, you have to use a negative word there. So it is not right. And what is the next one? Vulnerable. This seems acceptable. Please write the meaning of the word vulnerable. Vulnerable means what? To be in a situation, I want you to write the complete sentence. To be in a situation where so what is the meaning? To be in a situation where you are likely to be harmed or exploited. Please add the word or exploited. If you are in that particular situation where you are likely to get exploited or harmed, then we say vulnerable. What is the other word? Please write the other word. That is also very important. Susceptible. Both are synonyms, susceptible. Now we'll see the second word in each pair, then we'll decide. Now how many options are there? One is troubled, then dangerous, and vulnerable. Can you use the word catastrophe for the second blank? Righted many of the catastrophe, not right. What is the next one? Crisis in its economy. Righted many of the crisis. No, not right. What is the plural of crisis? Crisis, what is the spelling? SES. So please write that one. So that is also not right. And what is it? The fifth option, what is the second word here? Imbalances. That seems perfect. After the financial crisis in 2008, global finance looks less vulnerable because reforms to the financial industry have made it more resilient, and America has righted many of the imbalances in its economy. Perfect option. So what is the answer here? The fifth option is the answer. So 16 to 20. Question number 16, where is the error? First I'll read out the sentence. The actor sent a legal notice to a waitress who claimed that he had thrown money to her face. Fourth part. What is not right here? On her face, not to her face. Today all the error questions, error related questions, very easy. Question number 17. Fighting a war. This is, one is rather difficult. Please put a star mark this one. Fighting a war and winning it has become less difficult these days. Where is the error? Which one? First part or second part? How many of you say second part or third part? How many of you say third part? Raise your hands. Third part is the answer. Please make a note. Please give me a minute. Let me explain. Put these words in brackets. Fighting. Underline the word fighting. Then put this in brackets. Underline winning. Then what is the word fighting? Which part of speech is it? In this context, noun. Please write noun. What is the word winning? Noun. How many subjects are here? 2. Will you say has or have? How many of you have got this one right? Please raise your hands. It is really surprising. A simple question related to what? Subject-verb agreement. But why you could not get? Because of this particular pronoun. It has become. So you must have taken that part. It has become. But what is the subject here? Fighting and winning. You must have taken winning it has become. That is not the subject. What is the subject? Fighting and winning. That's why I tell students, whenever you try to spot the error, never focus on the phrases and clauses. Always look at the subject. What is the first subject here? Fighting. What is the second subject? Winning. Fighting and winning are not that easy. Will you say that, or will you say fighting and winning is not that easy? Are not that easy. Very simple. Now question number 18. This is an easy one. Where is the error? All are ready with the answer. So which word is not right? What is the correct word? Which part of speech is recklessly? Adverb. Which part of speech are you supposed to use? Adjective. So please write adjective. But here, please write the word drunkard. What is the meaning of this word? A person who drinks regularly. Alcoholic. But this is Old English. Please, all of you, be attentive for 5 minutes. I'm going to give 3 confusing words. Please write the word drunk first. If you take the verb drink, what are the 3 forms? Drink, drank, drunk. So think that one, brackets, write verb. And write one example. I will not write the example. Please listen and write. He has drunk. He has drunk. Please write the sentence. He has drunk. He has drunk something. You could write coffee, tea, or alcohol, whatever it is. That doesn't matter. Here, the word drunk, underline the word drunk. Which part of speech is it? Verb. It means what? He has taken, he has consumed. That is a meaning. Clear? Again, you write the word drunk. Don't write the part of speech. First, you write the sentence. He is drunk. He is drunk. He is drunk. In this sentence, what part of speech is it? Drunk person. Then what is it? Adjective. So first you write adjective. What is the meaning of that? Usually we say, right now he is drunk, don't talk to him. He is drunk, don't go to him. He is drunk, don't touch him. So what does it mean? Please write the word intoxicated. He is drunk means what? Intoxicated. Intoxicated means what? You are not in your senses. You are in a different state of mind. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking. So intoxicated. Hope you got the second meaning. Again, you write the word drunk. Don't write the part of speech. Write the sentence first. He is a drunk. He is a drunk. When I say he is a drunk, which part of speech is it? Please write noun. And what is the meaning? Drunkard, Old English, modern English, we say drunk. It means what? Alcoholic. means what? Alcoholic. So drunk has 3 different meanings and 3 different parts of speech. So this is an easy question. Shall I move on to the next one? This is also an easy one. Trying to treat your skin with information researched online. Nowadays, we have a lot of research scholars. Who are these research scholars? They research internet. They research online. That's the reason why this sentence has been written. Trying to treat your skin with information researched online, or taking lines, I think, lines or cues, whatever it is, tips. The word is not clear. Please write TIPS, tips. Taking tips from your friends could be detrimental. Please underline the word detrimental. What is the meaning of the word detrimental? Already have got this word. What does it mean? Harmful. Detrimental means what? Harmful. Nowadays, the trend is when someone has a problem, either the person does some research online, a lot of teachers are there online, so you get answers immediately, or the person takes the suggestion from his or her friend. These are the 2 typical things. Based on that, the sentence has been written. So here, trying to treat your skin with information researched online or taking tips from your friends could be detrimental and could result with some major skin problems. Where is the error? 4th part. What is the error? Result in. Very good. With is not correct. Please change it to in. Result in some major skin problems. How many of you have got this one right? That's an easy one. And question number 20 is also very easy. Where is the error? What is it? Please underline the word had. What is the subject here? The ship. The ship had also, any perfect tense, the verb should be in past participle form. What is the verb here? Suffer. What is the past participle? Suffered. Please add ed. Suffered a mishap. Mishap means what? Unfortunate incident. Please write the meaning of the word mishap. Unfortunate incident. Is that the last one? Related to errors. How many of you have got all the 5 correct? Please give them a big hand. That is highly appreciable. One is rather difficult, but it's good that you got that one also right. Now this Parajumble is really difficult. Can A be the first sentence? We'll take the elimination approach. Please respond. A is not the first one. B, can it be the first sentence? In fact, one recent study suggests that 47% of today's jobs could be automated in the next 2 decades. So this is like something has been said, continuity of that line of thought. But can it be the first sentence? No. Until now it was thought. There is a possibility. Please round off this one. There is a possibility. If these statistics, no. Please underline the word if. Computers can already detect intruders in a closed circuit camera more reliably than a human being can. This also seems a possible first sentence. That's why I said in the beginning, this is very tricky. In fact, this has been taken from The Economist magazine. The article was about, recent one, perhaps 2018 Jan or Feb, about artificial intelligence or machine learning. So a lengthy article, they have taken a particular paragraph. In my opinion, if you get, the first sentence is D. If you get that one right, it becomes very easy. How many of you have got D as a first sentence? I appreciate. Please make a note, D is the first sentence. Key. Please don't depend on the key. That's what I'm saying. Today, it's good that you have asked me. Today, I got it. Today, quite often what happens, some students, they come to me, they bring the mobile, some website, they show some question. And I tell the students, please remember 2 things. One, Today in the market, you have a lot of guides, and many of these guides, they are not authentic. They write a few rules which are not standard. And initially when I entered this profession, I was shocked. There's one particular publisher, Tata McGraw-Hill. Have you heard of that? McGraw-Hill is the #1 publisher in the US, #1. They have a tie-up with Tata's. So what is the firm's name? Tata McGraw-Hill. And you all must be knowing Objective English. They have published a book. It costs about 300 or 400. Objective English for bank exams. A very useful book, beyond any doubt. But in that particular book, almost every third page I can show an error. That is a reputed publisher, and every third page I will show you one error. So what does it mean? All these guides you have to use, you have to depend. But you come across errors, you got to be careful. The same way, today a lot of online sites, you have so many, Bankers Adda, which one is that, the one you are talking about? Which website is that? Forget about this one, forget about this one. The key is not right. But there are some websites like Bankers Adda, Grade Up, or so many are there. And these websites also, what surprises me, I don't know why, they all follow the same wrong this thing. If one website says, this is the answer, surprisingly, all other websites, they say this is the answer. They don't cross-check perhaps, or they depend on one another. Some problem is there. Usually how I decide, you may ask, sir, how can you say so confidently, this is the correct order? First I try to find out what is the source. Usually I don't do that. If I have a doubt, this I had a doubt, I was not quite sure. I wanted to start with, what is the last one? I wanted to start with F, obviously. I will not consider until now. Anyone will go for the fifth one. So I was also like that. Then I had a doubt, perhaps I was not getting the correct order. Somewhere something was missing. Then I wanted to cross-check. When I cross-checked, I found out this has been taken from the Economist magazine. Now, Economist magazine, usually when they publish a particular article, the bank people, they don't publish passage, they give the entire article. But Parajumble, they take a particular paragraph. And once you get the paragraph, no one can question that. Very simple. You can check, you just take one particular option and try to enter that. When you search online, Google it, Google that particular sentence, then you get the source. I don't remember the year, but the source is the Economist magazine. Immediately you get the Economist magazine. And Economist magazine, if you're not a subscriber, you cannot read the article. Then some other sites, they publish the article or part of the article, analysis of the article. Then you get this order. So please don't, that's why I tell students, depend on guides, but be careful. Depend on online sites, but be careful. And a lot of students bring doubts, sir, is this right? I say it is not right. Then they say, this website says it is right. There's a problem there. What is the problem here? You depend on some guide. Imagine you believe that guide, obviously. You believe that website, and you memorize that particular rule. In the exam, your bad luck, the same thing comes, and because of this knowledge, you go for that. But that is not the right answer. Then what will happen? 1 mark is lost. You lose a mark. So you got to be careful. Whenever you have a doubt, always refer a standard book. So when it comes to English grammar, which is a standard book? Wren and Martin is a standard book. Wren and Martin. How many of you have this book? Please raise your hands. Don't read that book, but read for reference. It's a reference book. Please make a note. Usually I don't recommend that. Whenever you have a doubt, you should depend on that particular one. This is a Bible for all English language teachers across the country, school teachers. All the school teachers, they refer Wren and Martin. And Wren and Martin, a standard book. If you have to learn all this grammar, it takes 1 year. And I can tell confidently, many language teachers might not have read the entire book. It takes a lot of time. And I don't suggest, don't read it regularly. It takes a lot of time. Whenever you have a doubt, refer that one. It's only for reference. Please remember that. Now, shall I go back to the Parajumble? So what is the first sentence here? D is the first sentence. So what does it say? We'll read the sentence. Until now, it was thought that the jobs most likely to be taken over by computers were those that involved routine, repetitive tasks. Means what? Lower level. Now the next sentence should talk about, because it starts with, please underline the expression until now. Then the second sentence should be contrasting information. So what is the second sentence? How many of you have chosen C as the second sentence? Raise your hands. That is really good. C is the second sentence. What does it say? But thanks to the exponential, please underline the word exponential, means to a great extent, sudden development to a great extent. Exponential means sudden development to a great extent. Exponential rise in processing power, computers are able to perform even complicated tasks more cheaply and effectively than people. So this goes with the first idea. Now what is the third sentence? How many of you have chosen F as the third sentence? Very good. That is the third sentence. What is it? Computers can already detect intruders. Please underline the word intruders. Intruders means what? Those who enter a particular place without permission, with the intention of harming someone or stealing something. Intruder. In a closed circuit camera, more reliably than a human being can. So you got three sentences. Then he talks about not only this, they can do more. So what is the fourth sentence? How many of you have chosen A as the fourth sentence? That's right. Further means what? More information. It has been found that by comparing reams of financial or biometric data, they can diagnose fraud or illness more accurately than an accountant or a doctor. What is the next sentence? Now, if you get the first four, easy to get 5 and 6. So what is the fifth one? B is the fifth one. He is supporting the statement. In fact, one recent study, in the actual article, the sentence is not this one. The sentence is, according to Oxford University study. They have changed that to, in fact, one recent study. Sometimes what they do, they try to change a few phrases. So in fact, one recent study suggests that 47% of today's jobs could be automated in the next 2 decades. What is the sentence you are left with? Obviously, if these statistics are true, then governments need to change education and fast to foster creativity that humans need to set them apart from computers. Once machines start learning, then men get affected. It makes a tremendous impact on the society. Then we have to change immediately, we have to adapt immediately. We have to become more creative. We should be more intelligent than machines. That is a basic idea. Now, how many of you have got this one? This is the order. Raise your hands. Please give them a big hand. I really appreciate these students. Not a joke. Highly commendable. Shall I move on to the next set of questions? So what is the last 26 to 30? As I said, this is an important passage. We will see how it is important. The various beneficial effects of globalization. Please underline the word globalization. In Indian industry are that it brought huge amounts of foreign investment into the industry, especially in the BPO, pharmaceutical, petroleum, and manufacturing industries. This provided a, can you use the word enormous after this article? No. Much, significant, highest, considered. So what is the answer here? Third option is what? This provided a significant boost. What is the meaning of the word significant? Important. That's an easy one. This also helped to provide employment to many people in the country, which further helped reduce the level of, you don't have to see the options. What is the answer? Reduce. If multinational companies come, what will happen? What will come down? Unemployment. So what is the answer here? Obviously, the third option, unemployment. Also, foreign companies brought in highly advanced technology with them, and this helped to make the Indian industries technologically proficient. Please underline the word proficient. What does it mean? You have got this word already. To be able to do something skillfully or to have the skill. What is the other word for proficient? Adept. What is the word? Adept. A-D-E-P-T. Adept. But globalization did not, I think there's a problem with the key here. Did not take, the key says, did not take benefits alone. But I feel the answer should be, how many of you have chosen entail? Entail benefits alone. Entail means what? Necessitate. Please write the meaning of that word. Necessitate. Or make necessary. Simple. Make what? Necessary. Make necessary. And it goes with the context as well as it's a formal word, entail. He is entailed to certain rights, certain privileges. Means what? He has those privileges. Now what is the next one? There were several negatives too. So not only positive, negative impact. One such benefit was increased competition in the Indian market between foreign companies and domestic companies, with foreign goods being, here underline the word than. Indian goods are better or foreign goods better? Foreign goods, obviously. Very unfortunate to admit, but it's a fact. So what is the answer? Better than Indian goods. Now what is the next, the last one, am I right? This reduced the amount of profit made by the Indian industries. Also with the outgoing of technology, the amount of manual labor required, and thus resulted in many people being removed from their steady jobs. So required what? What happened? Dawned, heightened, stopped, little, decreased. Obviously, the fifth option, what is it? Decreased. Easy one, this is not a tough one. But underline the word dawned. First you write the word dawn. What part of speech is dawn? Generally we think of dawn, we think of a different dawn. Okay. So this dawn, what part of speech is it? Generally it is a noun. Please write the word, brackets you write noun. What is the meaning as a noun? Dawn means the time before the sun rises. Please write. The time before the sun rises. Morning, the sun rises. Before the sun rises, you can see the sky. It is not dark. The time between the dark and the sun rises, that is called dawn. And what is opposite of this word? Please write the word dusk. Dusk means what? The time after the sun sets and before it gets dark. But here dawn as a verb, please write the meaning. To perceive or to understand. It dawned to me means what? I realized, I understood. Now please, I will ask a question, try to respond. How do you find this paper, easy or tough? First question. Or moderate? It is moderate. And how many of you have got 18 plus? Please raise your hands. 18 plus. And how many of you have got 15 plus? Raise your hands. Between 10 and 15, raise your hands. Okay. As I said, the expected or good score, how much is it? Between 18 and 22. So where lies the problem? Always try to analyze and ask yourself, where is the problem? Try to improve. And today I would like to, from now on, not today, not only today, from now on. So what is the enrichment? Today you have got the paper, mock test. We have spent almost 60 minutes. So what is the net result? How have you been enriched? So what is the title here? Enrichment. We'll take each box and see what is the enrichment. So wherever you find something useful, try to make a note. Don't listen just like that. Don't stare just like that. So what is the first one? To her face. This question is related to what? Preposition. So what is the correct expression? On her. Fighting and winning has. What is the correct form? Have. What is this question related to? Subject-verb combination. Recklessly drunkard. Reckless drunkard. What is this question related to? Adjective. Please make a note what it is related to. Result with. What is the right one? Result in. Preposition. Had also suffered. Which tense is it? Past perfect. So grammar, these are the things you have learned. Coming to phrasal verbs and idioms, one box I wanted to present. Cover your tracks. What does it mean? Conceal your past activities or conceal your footsteps, not positive, negative. Then underline or write this one, hour of need. What is the meaning? The time when help is most needed. Write the example also. They helped us in our hour of need. They helped us in our hour of need. Then there's one more phrase or idiomatic expression. What is that one? The need of the hour means what? What is the most important thing at that particular time? The most important thing at that particular time. Follow-up we'll see later. Now please try to respond. Accurate, adhere, stick to, or hold fast to. Anarchy. Have you got the, see, I got the word from the passage. Because I did not read the passage, you haven't come across this particular word. Please write the word anarchy. And I want you to learn one or two words here. Please write, anarchy means what? First of all, write a simple meaning, lawlessness, no authority. If there is no other authority, what will happen? Lawlessness. That's an easy one, easy to understand. Anarchy means what? Lawlessness. But I want you to learn this particular word. It is not nihilism, nihilism. Ni is not right. Same meaning, it also means the same. And to use a simple everyday English word, please write a state of chaos. Chaos means what? Complete confusion. So if there is no authority, it results in chaos. But lawlessness is the right one. Shall I go back to that particular list? No, bond. Part of speech? No. Part of speech, tell me. Noun or verb? Noun. Noun as well as a verb. Boost. Increase. Part of speech, verb. Catastrophe. Or you have got this so many times. So means what? Disaster, calamity, all these. Conform, not confirm. Means what? Comply with the rules, follow the rules or norms. Cope with, deal with something or someone successfully. Please write. Cope with means deal with something or someone successfully. Cripple, cripple part of speech, verb as well as a noun. It means, imagine someone met with an accident. After the accident, he is not in a position to walk. Then we call that person cripple. And we say he has been crippled. So cripple means what? Not able to use your arms and legs. Please write the meaning. Not able to use your arms and legs. Dawn. Two meanings, both the meanings you remember. Deceit, act of deceiving. Deduce. Deduce means what? To come to a conclusion based on certain facts. Deduction. What is the noun form? Please write the noun form. Deduction. Detrimental. Harmful. Distressing. Harrowing, or something that makes you worry or creates anxiety. Downfall. Losing one's status or power. Drunkard. Alcoholic. Emulate. Imitate or copy. Enormous. Vast or huge or great in quantity, large in quantity. Entail, necessitate, envisage, foresee or foretell or predict. Eradicate, remove completely. Ethics, euphoria, being ecstatic, extreme happiness, bliss. Foster, Encourage, another meaning, to bring up someone's child. Greed, excess desire. Induce. Please write two meanings of this word. Induce has two different meanings. The first one, persuade. The second one, cause. Induce damage means what? Cause damage. Induce someone means persuade someone, make someone do something. Two different meanings, persuade and cause. Have you copied? What is the next word? Install, easy one. Intruder, one who enters without permission. Let go, to stop thinking of something or someone. Mount, mount has two different meanings. One meaning, install. What is the other meaning? Please write the second meaning, to climb or to climb the stairs. Please write the second meaning. Mount, from that word you get mountain, mountaineering. One meaning, mount means what? First meaning, install. Second meaning, to climb stairs. One more meaning is there that goes with effective English. Please write mount means to increase or to pile up or to increase. The problems have mounted means what? Increased. Next one, myriad, many. Myth, fable or tale or story. Overwhelmed, to be influenced to a great extent psychologically, usually. Persuade, convince. Phenomena, please underline that word. Is it singular or plural? How many of you say plural? Please raise your hands. How many of you say singular? Please raise your hands. No one. That's really good. What is the singular form? Phenomenon. So remember that. Placid, two different meanings. What is the first one? Placid means what? Calm, tranquil, quiet. Another, not reacting immediately. Not reacting immediately. Then plummet. Plummet means what? Sharp downfall. Reliance means what? Rely on. Renowned. Renowned means what? Famous. Renowned scientist means a famous scientist. Resilient, please underline the word. Resilient, write the meaning. One meaning, tough, tough, T-O-U-G-H, tough, tough or strong. And also write withstand a difficulty and bounce back. Withstand a difficulty or a problem and bounce back. Then we use the word resilient attitude. You experience some problems, but you withstand, then you bounce back. Then we use the word resilient nature. Resolve. Resolve means what? Sort out a problem. Sacrosanct, sacred, scrapped. Noun, waste material, as a verb, to cancel. Significant, stimulus, something that evokes response. Tacit, implied or implicit. Torturous, causing a lot of anxiety or suffering. Trait, quality. Treacherous, act of deceit or betrayal. Write the word betray. Betray means what? You cheat someone who is very close to you, or you cheat your country. Then we use the word betrayal, noun form, betray. It is nothing but backstabbing. Also write the meaning, backstabbing. Vulnerable, to be in a situation where you are likely to get exploited or harmed. Today I think you have got about 50 words. The next box, this is very useful from the exam point of view. Confusing words. Adopt means what? Take someone's child and make yours legally. That is one, the primary meaning. Adapt means what? To get used to. She got adapted to American culture. Means what? She got used to American culture. Confirm means what? To say something is certain or definite. And conform means what? Comply with rules and regulations. What is the difference between hard and hardly? No, no, no. Before you answer, let me ask a question. Which part of speech is the word hard? Is it an adjective or is it an adverb? How many of you say it is an adjective? Raise your hands. How many of you say it is an adverb? Raise your hands. How many of you say both? Raise your hands. It is both. So please write both and write 2 sentences quickly. In so many exams, they have given questions related to hard and hardly. So first you write the sentence, he is a hard worker. Please write the sentence. He is a hard worker. He is a hard worker. In this sentence, what is the word hard? Please write adjective. Then the second sentence, he works hard. He works hard. How does he work? Hard. So what is the word hard here? Adverb. Then you write the third sentence, put a star mark and write the third one. He hardly works. He hardly works. So what is the meaning of this? He doesn't work at all. Hardly is an adverb. Please write the part of speech, adverb. But it has a negative meaning. He hardly works means what? He doesn't work at all. Then vulnerable, susceptible. What is the difference? Subtle difference is there. Please write, this goes more with emotions. In one particular exam, they gave in one of the closed tests, they gave a blank, 5 options, 3 options not relevant, and the candidate had to decide between vulnerable and susceptible. So now you know the meaning. The context, earthquake, a natural disaster. Which one will you choose? So this is, you have to go for this one, not susceptible. Very difficult to make out. Okay. Then you know the 3 meanings of drunk. One is what? Taking or consuming. What is the other one? Intoxicated state. What is the third one? Alcoholic. Dawn, one meaning related to the time. The other meaning, realization. Mount, pile up or install or climb. Scrap, waste material. The other one, to cancel. Phenomena, singular or plural? Plural. Phenomenon, singular. Stimulus, singular or plural? What is the singular form? Stimulus, singular or plural? What is the plural form? Stimuli. Single I or double I? Double I. There is one more word, please write that also. That one they have given in many exams. A radius. What is the plural form? A lot of people make a mistake when it comes to the spelling of this particular word. It should be double I, not single I. Now coming to, see, when you take a particular paper, any mock test paper, in my opinion, there's so much to learn. You should not stop there. Certain passages you have to spend more time and do something like follow up. So today's close, what is it about? Globalization. And this you have to follow it up. What does it mean? You have to gather more information about 3 related topics I have given. What are the 3 related topics? One is globalization, second is multinational companies, third is foreign direct investment. All the 3 are important. Globalization is a trend, it's a phenomenon. Multinational companies, firms, and foreign direct investment, a different concept altogether. Now, where is it useful? How is it useful? You may get any of these as a passage, either in prelims or in mains. That way it is useful. They may give a question, they have given many a time, especially SBI. Write an essay on globalization. Write an essay on multinational companies. So descriptive English, it is useful. Group discussion, they may give this one. Why do you think they will give this topic in group discussion? Tell me. Now, globalization, is it in the limelight or is it is not in the limelight? It is in the limelight for a wrong reason. Once it was in the limelight for a good reason. Everyone was going for globalization. Now, because of Trump, thanks to Trump, they are going back opposite direction. The companies, if you take the American companies, Trump does not want the companies to go outside the US. It means what? Retrogressive, not progressive, retrogressive, going back. So that way they may ask, they may give that particular topic. And interview also, they may ask about globalization. Why do you think globalization has reversed? What are the reasons and what is the impact on developing countries? Very simple. So do you find this analysis useful? Shall we continue with this approach every day after the explanation part? No. Just give me 2 minutes. After that, I'll wind up the session. Don't write anything. I started this on 27th, IBPS PO and what is the other bank? Prelims. We started on 27th. I started on 27th. 27th to September 1st, you have got a lot of words. All those words I have presented here. Just take a pick and cross-check whether you know the meanings or not. This is what you have learnt in 1 week. 1 week enrichment. Is it visible or shall I project each part? Each part would be better. No, I don't think it is possible. You have to zoom and take a pic. Please remember the same words get repeated. Don't neglect these words. Done. So you take your own time. I would like to stop here. Thank you very much.